Amsterdam Science Summit, he spoke to Ivor comments about CBDCs and how high inflation has been orchestrated.
I mean, what?
Orchestrated.
See, I know something wasn't right with the high inflation. It wasn't just for the reason. It willfully did that.
You can't.
To bring in the agenda.
Can't.
Finish it off.
And it was orchestrated by central banks to further the agenda. What's the agenda? Right, to bring in that digital currency, the CBDC.
Yes, so the dollar will fade off and a digital currency will come in. And you will take it. The world has to go that way. A man might tell you, are you not going that way? You will go that way because you can't buy or sell without that way. So you have to go that way. The best thing what you want to do is to repent and turn to the God of Israel before it's too late. Because they will come and kick down your door, put a gun to your face and tell you take it or die. That is what's coming your way. If you have everything that kicks and a smile, kicks and a smile, God don't kicks and God don't smile. You repent and turn to Him. No, sir. He's a serious God. Give me Exodus.
He's an austere man.
Give me Exodus 3 and 15. Give me well, let me get Exodus 3 and 15. Exodus 3 and 15. Fast.
Look at Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3.
Read.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Bible say what?
The Lord is a man of war.
The Bible say what?
The Lord is a man of war.
The Bible say the Lord is a man of war. Read.
Yahweh is his name.
Read it over again. Call the chapter out.
Exodus 15 and 3.
The Lord is not a smiling God. He don't kicks like man get kicks. Read.
The Lord is a man of war.
Give me the scripture where the Bible say. Give me the scripture where the Bible say. The Lord is constant as man.
Yahweh is his name.
Read.
Yahweh is his name.
Read.
Right?
Always at war. The Bible says we always at war until man subdue himself unto God. Read. Right that thing. Right that thing. The white man has something called an RFID chip coming your way. He will get you read it. It have an RFID chip coming your way. Read the scripture.
Yeah.
The Bible says God doesn't come Sunday, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is in the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
Read that over again,
2 Peter 3 and 9.
Right.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
The Bible says the Lord is not slack like a man laughing and kicks it. The Lord is not slack
Concerning his promise.
Read.
As some men come slackness.
As some men what?
Come slackness.
As some men come what?
Slackness.
As some men come slack. Read it over again.
2 Peter 3 and 9.
No matter what the demon tried to say, we will rebuke that spirit in the name.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
What?
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. Read.
As some men come
As
slackness.
men get kicks and come slackness. Read it over again.
2 Peter 3 and 9.
What?
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
Read it over again.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
The Bible says the Lord is not slack. The Lord will get kicked. He's not slack concerning his promise. Read.
As some men come slackness.
As what?
As some men come
Like
slackness.
every day a man getting kicks, the Lord will get kicks. That's why people getting kicked. You know why you're playing a scratch and fall in the sea? You know why a ship that's crashing, right? You know why accident the car? The Lord, read. You give me scripture, the Lord wants to sit down and spirit for you give me spirit for vengeance.
Yeah.
No. Hear what you want to do. Let me tell you first. Let me tell you. You see when you come before the prophets of the Lord?
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kala Layam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Ba'ashim Roshai, Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations unto the elect out there that pushing this truth, the brothers and the sisters, who tuning in, listening, being faithful unto their power, Shalom. Right, so now I could have played out some more in this, but I mean, it don't already cross 4 minutes, right? And I don't really have much precepts lined up, so it's just a touch on thing and getting straight to the point, so as you could see here, and you can see by the title, we was going on the CBDC, right, the MOTB and whatnot, right? And as the brother mentioned, how God don't catch kicks, because as I was listening it over here, right, it's like in my mind, the Lord put it in my spirit, you know, because people, it's like they don't truly understand the fear of the Lord, which we do know, right? But they it's like some people do know you have to fear the Lord, but they don't know that when I say fear the Lord, it's because the Lord could actually do dreadful things, and he's a terrifying power, right? He's the king of terrors. You understand? So when the brother bring out the precepts here now, right? It's like they never heard it before. They can't picture white boy Jesus doing that, because they ain't gonna picture a so-called black man. They go picture white boy Jesus. You understand? Because they don't have the fear of the Lord upon them. You understand? So the moral of the story is basically going into how the word is the thing that cutting them in the spirit. You understand? Because the brother made a statement, right? The spirit started rile up, and as from the precepts started come out and cutting them more and more in the spirit, it's like he started rile up himself even more. Now y'all could take in this video here, well, there's part 2, but you could take in this video here, but even coming on to the ending here, the man was talking about, oh, he can't humble down himself. You understand? And well, we were like, yeah, well, that is it, because I mean, you don't prophesy and yourself, you can't humble down yourself. You understand? Then you don't know you're a demon. You understand? You just wood for the fire. Right? Well, I'm not babble too much. Let me get into the precepts here and, shut it down. Right? So, this is Jeremiah chapter 23 and 29. It says, "It's not my word like as fire, said the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rocks in pieces." Right? Because I mean, that's self-explanatory. That's to tell you how the Lord word always going out, and he said, "What? My word shall not return unto me void." Right? So when it coming out like fire, which also goes back to the other precept in Jeremiah 5, I think it's 14, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Let's see where I should start from. They have, yeah, man, there is it here. I'll read from the left one, Let me just highlight this here. Right? Jeremiah 5 and 11, it says, "For the house of Israel and the house of Judah have dealt very treacherously against me, said Yahweh." They have belied the Lord and said, "It is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine." Right? And that is literally how this demon was behaving, because he feel like the Lord was just smile and keep, and that is that. So you could do all your folly. You understand? That is what the part said, "Neither shall evil come upon them," because that is what they really believe, even though the Lord punishing them day by day. You understand? Because the Lord says his judgment go out every day, right? Even though there's yes, some days you will get good days, right? Something really happen more if it is, but hey, we being punished, right? Regardless every day, right? Because don't feel, because when you still have to go and buy this and this, it overpriced or whatever it is, you're paying so amount of this, all them things is still punishment, right? Because remember, the curses still exist, right? But some Jake, they just get accustomed to they working hard, they spending the money thing, and that is how life is, so that is how they'll go through it. So they don't consider those things curse or punishment. You understand? But it is punishment, right? But other things, like things was stirring up now, what people never really seen before, right? Them is things that actually kind of clicking with them now, because it's not common. You understand? For them, certain curses that they're seeing, like the same thing I mentioned with going and buying things, right? Deuteronomy 28:48, right? They're going to the enemy and want all things, right? They don't consider that uncommon, right? That is something they're doing every day, right? So they don't see that as a punishment. But other things are coming up on the face of the earth, like this MOTB that looking to come into play, right? They don't think that it's like they see that is an evil, but they don't believe it's the Lord doing it, right? It's the Lord in control of everything. You understand? So they thinking everything nice, right? the Lord now going and punish them for the iniquities and whatnot. You understand? But hey, the Lord said that in Amos 3 and 1, I believe, right? Either Amos 3 and 1 or 3 and 3, right? But the Lord basically say, hey, only you have I known, right, Israel, and therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. You understand? That is how it is. Alright, so let's read on here some more. It says, neither shall we see sword nor famine, right? Verse 13, it says, and the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them. Thus shall it be done unto them. Right? Wherefore thus said the Lord power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Right? And that is what was going on with this man. Right? He became the wood, and the word that we were spewing out of our mouth, which was the scriptures, right, and the expounding, right, the explanations, it was cutting him. You understand? It was cutting him. And he didn't like that because he wanted to believe, or he wanted to believe. You understand? But the Lord said, well, so what if some didn't believe? You understand? It don't make a difference if you believe or not. But you see, it hurting. It hurting the conscience. It hurting them, right? Because what? It bringing forth their folly, right? Because you think you grew up with this God smiling. You understand? So you could just do your folly and the Lord could just love you. No, the Lord don't work that way, right? Which shows again they don't understand the true fear of the Lord. You could never say fear the Lord and you doing all this shit. You understand? Because that fella had ras in the hair, tattoos, once it a gold and thing on his neck. You know, we don't know what he do for it, but hey, I'm not accusing him of anything, you know. But just saying, you understand? And as Brother God say, that guy, he could have jumped in the same taxi to go home there, and next thing when he going home there, he get full up because he bad mouthing the Lord's prophets. You understand? Anyway, so I'm read of verse 14, right? Wherefore thus said the Lord power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Right? So this word will devour him, and it did devour him. That is why he gets so irritated in his spirit. Right? Let's get the next precept. Now this precept is more touching on Esau, right? But let me read it and then I'll touch on the part that I already want to touch on. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8 it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? So the part I really want to touch on was this, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Who's the spirit of the Lord mouth? The prophets. Right? Meaning to say when we preach, because it's in Revelation, right? As we preach and we prophesy, the angels point out their fires, right? So just like how we was telling the guy that, hey, this chip, it's our chip coming, you know, and the so-called white man gonna look to chip you up and program you. You understand? You're not gonna have a choice, right? Because as he told them, you know, repent and turn to the Lord, right? But obviously he ain't doing that, and he don't want to do that. You understand? Because to he we talking shit. You understand? So that is that. So what you think, what route you think he going down? Right? That's why the Lord say what was here 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And he rejected the knowledge. You understand? He said he can't humble down and whatnot. So that is that. Right? So he rejected the knowledge. So the Lord say he will reject thee too. That's why the Lord sent him off anyway. You understand? Because it's that other guy that came up, right? And he and always rebuking him even though he don't know the word. You understand? Because you across the street, he come over to our side to be bawling and yelling and all kind of thing. You understand? Because he get caught in his spirit. That's what leads me to the final scripture, you know, right? Which brothers already know what's gonna come out. You know, Hebrews 4 and 12. Right? They say what? For the word is quick. Salakia, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joint and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart, right? So everything that I don't even want to say brother. I almost make a mistake and say brother, but everything that nigga felt, right, was because of the word, right? The word cut him. You understand? The word cut him, and he started to feel irritated in his spirit because his folly was brought forth. You understand? That's why the Lord say, I think it's Surah 12, when the Lord say he hated sinners. You understand? And the words, when we bring it out, when we are preaching, it shows, right? It shows, because the word, when it comes out, it confounds your lifestyle, right? Your wicked lifestyle. That's why the Lord say that. You know, that's why the Lord say it's sharper than a two-edged sword, and piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, right? And of the joints and the marrow, you know. You understand? It cutting in half. That's why it's called the Holy Bible. Yes, we know it means separate, right? Holy means separate, and Bible means compilation of books, right? But you could use it in this term too, it's a Holy Bible, because hey, separate, you just separate, you know, by cutting it in half. And I'd like what went down with that guy. We use the Holy Bible to cut him in the spirit. You understand? Before I catch my drift, right? But it just goes to show. It just goes to show. That's the mindset of Jake right now. But it's all been prophesied, and we know it's to come. You know? But hey, I hope this lesson was edifying. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Okay, we know a lot of demons turning up out there. We just had to continue using wisdom out there, right? And Lord willing, Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, you know, continue making us to push this work until he says time for it to lock off. You know, by that time we don't know the elect seal and whatnot. So all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Till next time, brother Kyle signing out. Shalom.